Good day, BEd students! For today's lesson, let's learn the guiding principles in Araling Panlipunan. But before that, let's have the learning objectives for this lesson. At the end of the lesson, the students are expected to identify the guiding principles in teaching Araling Panlipunan. Second, cite concrete application in the guiding principles in teaching Araling Panlipunan. Third, appreciate the importance of the guiding principles in teaching Araling Panlipunan. Now, let's have the guiding principles in teaching Araling Panlipunan. Effective teaching of Araling Panlipunan is characterized as meaningful, integrative, value-based, active, and challenging. So these are the key words in the guiding principles for Araling Panlipunan teaching. So let us explain each of them. First is effective Araling Panlipunan teaching is meaningful. It is meaningful when students see the relevance and connection of their lesson to their lives because it has real-world application and including their prior experiences. So in teaching culture and geography, how can you relate your lesson to the real situation of your students? So let's have an example from the Araling Panlipunan Curriculum Guide, the lesson for grade 4. It is about pagkakilanlang kultural with the learning competency na kabubuo ng plano na nagpapakilala at nagpapakita ng pagmamalaki sa kultura ng mga rehiyon sa malikhaing paraan. For this lesson, you will let your students show what culture they are practicing in a creative way such as video presentation, dramatization, or any means of performance that the students will employ life skills like critical and creative thinking skills. So, lesson is learned by doing. Second is effective Araling Panlipunan teaching is integrative. Araling Panlipunan as a subject is in itself an integration of several interrelated disciplines like history, economics, geography, political science, sociology, anthropology, archaeology, and psychology. So, Araling Panlipunan teaching is integrative when lessons integrate other disciplines. If we focus on culture and geography, how can we integrate lessons about culture? So if we connect lessons from the past, the present, and the future, we will let our students discover our past culture and also in the present which we still practicing by doing survey interview from the elders or other experts. And in geography, the students are able to learn different landforms such as yamang lupa, yamang tubig, at marami pang iba. So, lessons are make use of cognitive skills used in other disciplines such as interpreting data and or drawing conclusions. Third is effective Araling Panlipunan teaching is value-based. The intended outcomes of Araling Panlipunan as a course or subject are the affective domain. So, the development of the mamayang mapanagutan, makakalikasan, makabansa, at makatao. Araling Panlipunan teaching is value-based when lessons engage students in experiences that develop them to become a good citizen of a democratic form of government. So, in culture and geography, we develop our students' affective domain in nurturing, showing love and be proud in our culture, and also being makakalikasan, which is love to our nature. So, students develop with a mind and a heart. Fourth is effective Araling Panlipunan teaching is active. Araling Panlipunan teaching requires students to process and think about what they learn. So, Araling Panlipunan teaching is active when students discuss issues, solve problems, make decisions themselves, and students interact with the learning materials. So, if we say interact with the learning materials, in culture and geography, how can we teach students to become active in the lesson? So, say for example, you are teaching geography and it's all about location like longitude or latitude. We will let our students involved in an engaging activities like they can manipulate something like globe or maps to locate the place you are given to them. So learning is hands-on, minds-on, and hearts-on that makes the learner be active in your class. Lastly, effective Araling Panlipunan teaching is challenging. For Araling Panlipunan teaching and learning to be challenging, learning tasks should neither too easy to bore the students nor too difficult to discourage them. So Araling Panlipunan teaching is challenging when it requires real effort to the students to learn. So learning tasks must depart from the usual task. If they are the same learning tasks again and again, they become so usual that they lose novelty and are no longer challenging. So it would be challenging for the students to learn the lesson on Araling Panlipunan that fits on their grade level. That's it, the guiding principles in teaching Araling Panlipunan. So as a review, what are the guiding principles? Effective Araling Panlipunan teaching is meaningful, integrative, value-based, active, and challenging. So I hope you've learned a lot from this lesson. Thank you!